All right, as we said, there's no bigger topic around here than the weather, so Mike is going to sit with me and we're going to have some fun here.
Okay.
First off, this is the most rain, the month we're coming off, in San Francisco history. Tell me why.
Well, the reason why is really because we've had a trough anchored out in the Pacific, right? And what that means is the steering currents in the upper levels of the atmosphere are just forcing these storm systems farther to the south than what they would otherwise be.
I got to laugh. Is this Mike's idea to have us on camera the full time? You can take the weather full whenever you want, and we don't need to have too much of this excitement. But go ahead there, Mike.
So the storm systems should be farther to the north, but they're being pushed farther to the south, so they're all coming in here. March, we saw 25 days with rain, all-time record.
All right, and when's it going to end?
Well, there's no sight. I mean, nothing in the near future that says it's going to end. We're going to continue in this pattern, I'd say, for at least the next 10 days. Now, when you go beyond 10 days, you really just can't forecast beyond that. So we don't really know what's going to happen.
All right, let's get into some particulars here. Now, the pre-show prep for Mike Kelting. Kelting on Kelting. Be honest, when it rains, your palms sweat and you get excited. Like if I go to a World Series or some big event, I can't remember the last time there was a big event around here, but you know what I mean. When it rains, are you turned on?
Sometimes we get a little excited, yes. But we also know when it's a rain day, we're going to be really busy in the Weather Center, and it is more stressful. So we know it's going to be a hard day.
All these maps. Could you just get up and say, bring a coat to work because you'll need it? Or is all that, how much of this is show?
No, we actually have to prepare.
All these maps and all this stuff,
We actually have to prepare. We look at what we call weather models.
All right.
And we look at them online, and we really study things for about 2 hours, 3 hours before we have to go on air and do the job.
So here you are right now. But tell me that, and how many assistants do you have?
None.
None. Okay, well, good.
All myself.
Okay. Now, why don't you go right to Kelting and the maps, all right? One of my beasts when I watch is I don't want to read a map. Just tell me again, is it going to rain today, tomorrow, for my kid's birthday party on Saturday? I think, if you want to know the truth, and we all do this, I think there's too much minutia.
Minutia?
Yeah, you just too much junk in here, right?
Too much junk. Well, maybe
here you are walking. Here's my favorite. Go ahead, explain the green map.
Oh, the green wall. That's what a weather wall looks like. And obviously you don't see anything on it, right? There's nothing on the wall. It's all done through a computer. My weather computers go up into another room, and they throw it all on this computer, and it comes out on your screen. So we do the weather pointing in midair up here.
Now, we always talk about ad-libbing, but you have no notes in front of you. You don't have a teleprompter like the rest of us.
Very little. There's no teleprompter. We got to make it up as we go. So it's ad-libbing, yes.
And it's, as strange as this sounds, you have to be a good actor. You can know all the weather you want, but you have to look at a green board and pretend you're making love to nothing.
Making love to the weather.
Yeah. No, it is true, though, but you have to act then.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of acting, yeah. I mean, you try to be yourself, too. You try to mix that in, but there's only so much you can do with that, you know. Otherwise, I'd be up here saying, hey, man, this is what it's going to do, man, and stuff like that. You know, that's the real Kelting sometimes.
All right, here is Kelting, though, with a San Francisco when he just grabbed the story by the horns last Friday.
Well, I think they might be able to start up a game in about a half hour to an hour. So if they just wait a little while, might be able to.
What does the Doppler radar say?
It says the back line of these showers moving through San Francisco right now. So soon, they might be able to squeeze something in.
My prediction, forget what Mike said. They're not going to play tonight. It's the field too soggy.
In Anaheim, and it just didn't knock you better for a long time.
Probably your biggest victory.
Well, you know, I was really surprised. After thinking about it, I thought you'd turn out to be right. The field would be too soggy. You
know where I got it from? I just got out of my car, and the giant announcer said there's no way they can play. I stole it from them. Okay. But here we go. A lot of people want to see Kelting. This was on your audition tape when they got you?
Yeah, this is going to be good. I really haven't seen this since I applied for the job about half a year ago.
That's what they always say in the Tonight Show. I've never seen the clip. Here is Mike Kelting in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Looks like sunshine again. I know, I sound like a broken record, but I think it's a scratch you can handle. Action 2 News at noon starts now.
Check this out. I'm squirting the water straight out, and this water is not going an inch out of the bottle.
Extremely warm this morning. I mean, look at the temperatures. A lot of us near 80 degrees.
Well, I hope the temperature today gets higher than my age. Let's find out. Let's go to Michael Kelting in Storm Center 2. Michael?
Yeah, I don't think we'll get that high. We'll show you.
Real quick, Mike, not to be funny, are you the only guy that got out of Green Bay from that trio?
Oh, yeah, they're still there, actually. One is going to leave soon, but they're still doing it there, and they're great anchors, and I miss them. They're my good friends.
All right, well, good. And again, we have the weather behind us.
Yep.
This is miserable, right? I mean, you don't have any kids, but the kids get, Tom will tell you, kids start getting cabin fever. It's going to end when? Make your prediction.
Oh, gosh, I'd have to give it another 2 weeks at least, but, things got to start drying up in the next 2 or 3 weeks. It always happens. It's got to.
All right, email us here at KRON. You want more Kelting on Kelting. Pam and Tom, you can have them.
Most people get their day in the sun. Michael gets his day in the rain.
I love it.
That's for sure.
Good night, everybody.